Great. So it helps absorb any energy that's not yours or any potentially negative energy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Now, one of the other things I've been reading a lot about lately and that I've heard you talk about are earth and then cosmic energies. Can you talk a little bit about those?
Yes. The earth energies, if you just sit and close your eyes and, have your feet on the ground, or you can go outside when it's warm and, have your feet barefoot or something and just feel it on the earth. And you can really feel sort of the denseness, the richness, the support of the earth energy. And then we also have the cosmic energy, which is sort of a lighter vibration, and the cosmos kind of connects us with our intuitive knowingness and the source and things like that. But we really need a balance of both those energies. The earth energy helps us get things done on the physical plane. It helps us be organized. It helps us manifest our ideas. The cosmic energy helps us, get those ideas, those flashes of intuition, the inspiration, things like that. And if we have one and not the other, nothing can really connect or flow. Sometimes if people just have a lot of earth energy, but they're resistant to the cosmic energy, sometimes they can be cut off from their own imagination, their own inspiration, their own creativity and things like that. So it's really important to have both.
Great. And if you're not running earth energy, you're not allowing that, what are some of the things that you might experience?
A lot of times you might notice with people that aren't really running much earth energy is they might stumble a lot, kind of be clumsy, they might be sort of spacey and forgetful, they might have all these great ideas, great intentions, but it's hard for them to follow through with things.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I had a personal experience where I think I was not running my own earth energy, where I was really clumsy. And so when I started reading about that, learning, it was like a light bulb moment. Oh, okay, so it's not just, that I'm clumsy. It's actually just this exercise really helps.
Yeah. And that's funny, actually, because you're very graceful, actually, just who you are as a being. So yeah, you're definitely not inherently clumsy.
Yeah, well, I always thought that I was when I was a child, and I think it's because I'd have these moments of that where I wasn't grounded, wasn't connected, and so I would do these incredibly clumsy things. And it's only recently that I've come to realize that it's because of that. But I never could figure it out because it wasn't all the time, and I think it's because sometimes I was grounded, and at other times I wasn't.
Right.
Yeah. Well, those are the main energy things that I know of. Is there any other kind of energy work or any kind of just topic related to energy that you think would be helpful to share?
Well, I think that one thing that's great is just for people that sort of do one thing. For example, maybe they do a lot of desk work, a lot of mental work, or do a lot of sitting work for whatever reason. It's really important to gain access to all of ourselves, to do things like yoga or ice skating, whatever it is, whatever kind of physical activities that are important to you, and that really sort of helps get the energy moving, and also starts to strengthen more of the connection between the mind and the body, and then just getting in touch with all of ourselves, whether that's our emotional strength, our spirit, and things like that, because those are all key aspects of ourselves, and if we ignore one, then things start to get out of balance. And it's interesting too, because speaking about energy and spirit, spirit's a thing that really has been ignored largely for a long time by many people. So.
Yeah, I think in this last century, really, which has been about technology and science, there's been a move away from spirituality and just spirit in general, and I agree. But I do see that people are moving back and focusing on that.
Yeah, it's fascinating because, the technology, in a way, it separated people from spirit, but at the same time, it's sort of helping guide them on the next steps towards living a more energy-based life, because everything with the computers, with the internet, it's all related to sort of astral information and things like that, and just you know, and being able to relate more on sort of a non-tangible level. Like before, maybe we had to talk to someone in person or pick up a phone or things like that, but there's so much of a data stream coming through the internet, and now people can connect to people all over the world, which is sort of helping us prepare for the next step as well. So.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It definitely seems like something is opening up in a good way.
Yes.
But then it's even more important, I think, to become aware of these energetic things, because everything is more fluid and we're being impacted by them more than I think perhaps we used to be when everything was more closed.
Yes, yes.
That actually reminds me of one other thing that I think would be helpful to talk about, which is, okay, there's running your energy, grounding, but what about clearing the energy from a space?
Well, clearing an energy from a space is very similar to clearing the energy for yourself. So once you start to learn tools for clearing your own energy, you can also apply similar techniques to clearing a space. You can also use a grounding cord and then set the intention for how do you want the energy of that space to be, and align it to whoever's going to be in that space, and then you can fill that space with that kind of energy. And so there are techniques that are applicable once you learn them to, whether you're working on a person, an animal, a place, a relationship, a business. It's all the same principles. And the one thing that's important too, as you're working on that, is just to be sure to use your tools, the roses, the boundary roses, to protect your energy, and also the more that way you're not absorbing anything from the individual you're working on, or the person, or the place, or.
Okay, yeah, because I had just recently become aware that I was clearing myself, but wasn't necessarily filling in, and then if my space wasn't cleared, then I was soaking up whatever was in the space, which may not be what I wanted to soak up at all. So this has been really helpful. Thank you very much. Is there anything else you wanted to discuss or address?
No, just thank you again for having me on your show. I think that what you're doing is such an important gift for people, and helping them move in their next step. So thank you,
Naomi. And like I said, Naomi does workshops. She does local readings. You can find more information on her website, which is
www.holdinglightproductions.com. And I also do distance readings and healings as well.
And I'll go ahead and post her information on my website, which is healingpowers.net. Well, thank you very much, and thanks for watching the first episode.